Welcome back here in the Mac TV station. There is many questions about aiming and about correcting sight. So today I just want to show you a shooting glass, a typical shooting glass in its function and in its structure. Here we have one model of the Mac glass system, which is very specific, very light, only 30 grams, made of titanium. This is the basic which allows to connect all the elements we need for making this glass fitting to our position. This starts with a side element. Here we have a very comfortable part for the ear, and here we have the opportunity to change the length of this arm a little bit according to the head and to the position of the shooter. Same of course on the other side. The next important element is the part for the nose. This is the thing which will be later sitting on your nose. We can move it up and down, we can move it left and right if we want to, and in special situations we can change even the form of this holder. Now we find the link system in the middle of the glass, and the link system is made to be connected with the coming elements. So we have a glass holder here with the main part. This is the lens, and we have one holder here, we have one holder from the side, and here we have another link where we can move it left and right and where we can change the wing. This is very important in the practical situation because at the end of the day the glass has to be in a very special position where your eye is going the way to the target. So this glass holder now is connected to the link. There is only one way to do it, and we can fix it with one hand. This is important if the shooter is wearing the glasses and he finds out that it should be a little bit more on the left or on the right. He can do it on his own, just opening this link. I'm not so used to. Changing here whatever has to be changed, then I bring it back here, fix the screw, and I can change it by this way. The shooter himself can change it in position. So I need my other glasses. Which means this aperture here allows us just to go wherever we want with this glass, up, down, left, right. We can turn it this way, we can turn it that way. And just to talk about 3P shooters, if you shoot prone, kneeling and standing, you will have 3 of these glass holders with different colors, by the way. And before you start the next position, you just change this part and it will be like you fixed it in your last training. The next classical part of a shooting glass is the blinder. This is connected to the link in the same way, and we once again have the opportunity to move the blinder left or right. We can turn it, and here we have a ball, so we can even move it in position wherever we want to. This glass holder, by the way, you can get in different sizes. You can get it transparent or dark or whatever for this. Mac glass system, basic model from titanium. I want to show you one more special feature of these glasses, which you can buy when you get it, or you can buy it later, because it's a system you can change everything every time. We call it the makeshift. This means the lens, the glass holder, is connected to this beautiful mechanism, which has the job to move the glass in very fine, precise steps. This means when I turn this little wheel, I hope you can see, my glass moves now to the left side or to the right side, and the same up and down. This is made for the small movements in position, so if you shoot one shot after the other and you see that your glass is going down and you are not looking through the middle of the glass anymore but somewhere left or low, then you correct it, because only in the center the correction is exactly the one you want to have. So if the shooter finds that the glass, or better the position, maybe the rifle is moving, he can easily follow this movement by little turns on this beautiful mechanism. Makeshift, you get it at Mac. The special thing in a shooting glass is definitely the lens inside. So I take it out of my frame just to discuss. In sighting or in normal viewing, we have three main problems. One is being short-sighted. This means we can see things close very nice, but things far away are a problem. The others are far-sighted, which means they can see things in the distance very good, but if it gets closer, the problems start. And the third group is astigmatism. This means the outer skin of the eye is a little bit deformed. Round things don't look round, but a little bit deformed. And this is the third thing which a lens, an optical lens, can compensate. We have all these three factors in very fine forms. We say 0.25 dioptries. There we start to correct with glasses. This is a very little mistake of your eyes, but there are persons and shooters who go up to 6, 7, 8 dioptries, and then it's very serious and very important to have the right lenses. If you get lenses for your shooting glasses, you can get them from your eye doctor, you can get them from your optician, where you got your normal day glasses. Shooting glasses may be a good idea to see a specialist for aiming and shooting, because you don't need the glass to see from very close to very far. You need the glass, in fact, just for one distance, which is, if you take a rifle, about 90 centimeters from the iris opening. This is a distance a shooting glass is made for. Pistol shooters will have the glass for the distance of their front sight. Hope so. if you go to a special shooting optician, he knows the problems of shooting, he knows the limits of shooting, he knows everything about the circumstances. So it really makes sense for special glasses to see a special maker of this. The next thing which is very important for the use of the lens is the question of position. So we just imagine that this is the line of aiming. Then it's just important that the lens is in the center of this line, or the line, the view, should go through the center of the glass, because a lens is just working exactly in the middle. If you go down or up or left or right, it's a little bit different, and it's not working anymore in the sense it was made for. The same problem we have with the lens is canted this way or that way or that way. So it should be square to the line of aiming. Any wrong position makes the picture worse, and the stronger the correction is, the worse this mistake is. And this special task is the main idea of the shooting glasses, because the shooting glass, allows you to bring the lens exactly in your sighting line. This means all these apertures are made to bring the glass in any position you need. You can go up and down, you can left or right, you can turn it this way, you can turn it that way, and as we see before, with a special mechanism like this, you can even make very small steps in side and height in position. This means if I put this glass now on my nose and I imagine to go into position, then it may be beside the line. So in the moment I don't look through the middle of the glass, but a little bit on the left, and I see the wing is not correct. What should be done when you buy the glasses? Your shooting optician should find the basic settings, and if you have these basic settings, your coach or your colleague should correct the little mistakes. This means if you look through the left side, you need use this mechanism, or maybe you take it out and change it, or you move it on the basic way here. It's in competition is a situation where everything went wrong, so many mistakes are only made in competition, and then you come home and think my nerves were bad or my eyes is going worse. But what you find out if you look carefully is that just the glass was sitting in the wrong way on your nose. For this reason, you should have a contract with your coach, and the coach controls the position of the shooting glass of the lens during sights. This means the first 5 or 6 shots, the coach takes a look from the side, maybe with a little glass, and finds out whether the glass is really in the perfect position. If not, he interrupts you, gives you a sign, takes you out, and you change. So be careful that the glass, the lens, is always in the right position. Once again, the whole story. First is you need the right glass, the perfect glass for your eyes to control, to compensate your sight problems and maybe your astigmatism. The second thing is the glass must be in a position which is exactly in the wing and, by the way, in the distance you need. And the third thing is your coach should control it in competition and make a break if something went wrong. So, glass is a miracle. Everybody can happy we have these glasses to correct our eyes, but as every tool in the world, it needs right use to get the full advantage of this beautiful lens. The story of the blinder. Shooting is a one-eye job. Most shooters are aiming with the right eye, some are doing it with the left eye, but however, the other eye normally is not used. We don't like to get two pictures of the same object when aiming. That's why most young shooters, when they get to the club, they will be told by an elder colleague, you don't have to twinkle your eyes for 2 hours. Take a piece of paper, put it on your diopter, and this will help you to close or to darken your left eye. If shooting gets longer and better, then many shooters discover that the blinder on the left eye is not the best you can do. The reason is that I need both eyes normally for the perception of the room. The small bore or the big bore shooter needs the perception to see the wind flags, to see the light development. The standing shooter needs the left eye for balance. This means the perception of the room gives us the line to control our swinging. When we close one eye, we have less control and the movements will increase. If we close both eyes, by the way, we get even more movement. So the eyes control the balance, and the more both eyes see, the better is the stability in standing position. This is the reason why every shooter I see with a blinder like this, I ask him to throw it away or give it to the shooter he hates most. Because this is a blinder which makes you move. The easiest way to create a new blinder is to take maybe even this piece of paper and to bring it into your headband. This is very easy. You open your headband, put it below, you can move it left and right and up and down. So this is an easy connection and a quite working solution for blinding the left eye as well. You can make it smaller because it needs only in fact a centimeter or less, because all we want to cover is the direction to our target for the left eye, and what we want to keep is the room on the left side and on the right side to see the room. On our shooting glasses, we have this blinder as a constructive component. This means it is connected here to our link, and you can take it away for manipulations. The one I like most is a small, so the blinder, I think maybe one of the best solutions is a small white one. It means it's not transparent, I cannot see through, but 90% of the light comes through. So I have the same impact of light to the aiming eye behind the diopter and to the not aiming eye behind the blinder. This blinder can be moved in any way you like, up and down, left and right. It can be turned, it can even be, if you make a break, it looks very nice. You come out of the range, give it a kick. You can see with both eyes, and when you go back to competition, one move and you are blinded on the left side. However, if you have shooting glasses, it makes sense to have a fixed blinder which is always on the same place and maybe even in the same angle, because when I wear the glasses I have a perception of the wing of the left side of the blinder, and this may help me to bring the head always in the same position. So if I cant the head like this, I see a wrong angle here. If I cant it like this, I see the difference. So I just wait for the perfect position, and then I give the blinder the correct line, the straight line down. The shooting glass is, beside the glass itself, a fine carrier for blinding the left eye. When you get the glasses, try it. You will get more stability than with a conventional blinder on the diopter. If you have a scud, you will see from one day to the other, from 1 minute to the other, changing the blinder increases stability.